Hey, good morning, everybody in the rideshare land. It is the Coolbmoredriver driver coming at you once again. Today, wow, started off really interesting. So today I didn't drive. Um, I took the day off because I injured my shoulder a couple months ago, and it really started hurting last night. But besides that, um, the day started off interesting because of some a lot of people know, especially those who subscribe to my channel, that I'm on a bunch of Facebook, Uber, and Userve pages, and there was some real what I would say unprofessionalism going on one of the pages, and it was only one individual towards me, which I really didn't appreciate. So I'm just going to give you my experience. But before I even start, gotta give a shout out. Gotta give a shout out to the people who are supporting me. All the people who have subscribed to my channel. I've got a couple of featured members that I definitely want. They're also YouTubers and Uber drivers, Uber Lyft drivers, Userve, and I want to send a shout out to them. So big shouts out to Frank Palmisano. Thank you for subscribing, man. I appreciate it. Gonzo, the Userve guy, Zimmer Tracks, Baltimore Rides, Noco Rideshare. Like big shouts out to these. Frank just subscribed to me this morning. I'm going to add him to my YouTube channel as a featured channel. So please, again, these are people that have great information. And they're individuals who, when I started and I got to know people, I had no idea where to go to get good information. And as I started driving, and I got on some of these Facebook pages, and people were telling me about making a website, making a YouTube channel. These are some people that have given me great ideas and have either through a message or just physically talking to them, just giving me great ideas. So I want to send that shout out to them. And again, all those who have subscribed to my channel. So thank you. So now, here's something that happened to me today. It was just crazy. So a young lady gets on and she talks about, she had a trip and she went maybe about 20 minutes or so out just for the customer to only go around the corner. It's happened. I'm pretty sure it's happened to all of us. It's definitely happened to me. And so I went in and I made a post and I made a recommendation to her, right? Wasn't something that she had to do. It was definitely something that if she wanted to do. So my recommendation to her was, hey, why don't you go, I asked her first. I said, hey, do you have an Android or an iPhone? But the thing is, the young lady never responded to that post. Long story short, she did respond later when I texted her through Facebook Messenger. And she said the reason why she didn't respond is because she doesn't have an Android. She has an iPhone, which this program, that Maestro Driver, for right now only works on Android. So no problem with that. Cool, I got it. People are busy. They can't always respond to things. Got it, no problem. Another gentleman came in. He said, well, hey, how does this help? Cool, no problem. Answer the question. So simply put, I said, well, the reason why this will help is because, Maestro Driver is an app that manages both Uber and Lyft. And even if she only drives for one, or even if an individual only drives for one, you can still go in and set parameters. And I was like, parameter is, hey, you only want to accept customers that are 10 minutes from your current location, or you only want to accept customers that are have a certain rating, that kind of stuff, right? So no problem. The gentleman never came back, said anything else, but there was this one troller, all right? And it's very unprofessional. We're on a site to help people. We're not on a site to question people's motives or question if you have a referral code, would you still help? Okay, so I'm not going to say the gentleman's full name. I'm just going to say his first name was Steve. That's all I'm going to say, okay? So Steve, if you're watching this video, this bud's for you, Jack. So Steve comes in and he says something about, hey, it seems like your posts are a bit spammy, because I posted, I post my videos on these pages. I post my website on these pages, and the reason why I do it, here's my number one motive for doing it, Steve, and for everybody else that's watching this, is because I simply like to help people. Period. Number one motive. Number two motive, right? I like to help people help themselves. Now, having said that, every driver, Uber, Lyft, Userve, Maestro Driver, probably some of the other ride shares out there, the Juno, Via, all of them have a referral code or promotion code, right? And every driver can give that to a new driver or a new customer. That's every driver. That's not just me. That's just not the CoolB'more driver. That's just not something that I made up and I decided to do. No. So when I made the post for the Maestro driver recommendation, I also gave the young lady my referral code, promotion code. Now, he comes back and he says, well, he got past the part about it being a little spammy. And I'm like, look, I post my videos because when I started off, I didn't have a whole lot. I had no clue of where to go. The only thing I started off doing was driving accepting rides. I didn't know that there were, good points here, or good places to drive and bad places to drive, and airport rides, this and that. All that information I got as I continued to drive and as I started talking to people, right? So helping me, I'm helping someone, and they're in turn helping me. So what this means is simple. If I give somebody a referral code, right? They get an incentive, and I get an incentive. But again, hey, wait a minute. Every Uber and every Lyft driver already knows this. All right, maybe the new drivers don't. But every seasoned Uber driver and Lyft driver via Juno, they know this, right? And I'm cut and dry. If I give you my referral code, I'm going to tell you, hey, you get an incentive out of this, and this is the incentive. I get an incentive out of it, right? Cut and dry. I like helping people, all right? And in turn, that driver, when they finish their sign up, they have a referral code too. Oh my goodness, wow. They have a referral code. So guess what they can do? They can give that same code, their code out to someone else, a brand new driver or rider, right? So now they are helping someone help them at the same time. Awesome concept. I don't know why this is such a surprise. I don't know why people question motives, but here's my third motive. I'm a single father. I have custody of my children, all right? And I'm going to do what's legally right to take care of my family, period. So if Mr. Steve, you have an issue with the way that I handle my business, then here's an option for you. You can block me on Facebook. It's just that simple. At first I blocked you, but you know what? I said, why am I going to block him? It makes no sense. I'm going to do what I need to do to take care of my family, to help other people out. And if there's an incentive involved in it, which brings in extra money for me and another individual and my family, who wouldn't do that, Steve? Who wouldn't do that? All right, so I don't know what side of the bed you woke up on this morning, but please go back and return that haterade that you woke up with, because one, that was very unprofessional, and two, we didn't have to take it there. I went back and I deleted all my comments, even though my comments there was no name calling between neither one of us. There was no name calling. So Steve, I can appreciate that. You kept it clean. But the fact is, neither one of us should have been in that type of forum while talking about this, while there was a young lady who just wanted a question answered, or a young lady who just made a post. And then some individual, whether it been me or somebody else, just simply made a recommendation, a suggestion. All right. Now, if you've tried Maestro Driver, Steve, and it didn't work for you, it didn't work for you. But don't speak for everybody and say, oh, that program didn't work or that program doesn't work. I know people who use the navigation app in Uber and it works great for them. But then there's other people where that navigation app totally sucks for them. It really does. I know people who decided not to drive for Uber because they didn't like the Uber platform, but then they went over to Lyft. They liked Lyft. Vice versa. I know people who use Maestro Driver. I know people who use other programs. It's whatever works for you. My simple thing, I wanted to help someone. Okay. And in turn, if I can help them and then they can help me at the same time, that's what's called networking. All right. It's a small word, but it's big when it comes into the realm of financing, helping people out, and taking care of your family. So to the young lady who had the issue, I talked to her and I said, hey, look, I get it. There was no hard feelings between us at all. She's cool. I asked her, hey, if I can find a solution for you for the iPhone, can I hit you up and share the information with you? She said, absolutely. That's what it's all about, people, helping each other out. There doesn't have to be a hidden agenda. So here's the other thing, and I could be wrong, and I hope I'm wrong. So my profile picture on my Facebook originally had me back in 2000. This picture was of me of 2008. I was standing at I think it was an Applebee's or TGI Fridays just outside of Devens, Massachusetts. I was in a military school at that time. I had a hood on and pair of jeans. Cool, standing inside a restaurant. My friends took a picture of me. Cool, right? I don't know if he did this, and I'm not going to say he did, but if you judge the book by its cover, you were wrong. Because here's who I am. I'm a 28-year military veteran. Okay? I've given 28 years of my life to serve this country. No referral codes needed, Steve. All right. I've been to 3 different war zones. Panama, 1989 to 1990. Right. Iraq, 2004 to 2006. Iraq, Afghanistan, and Kuwait, 2010 to 2011. Current rank is a first sergeant. Okay. My skills, human resources, IT. I'm a military instructor. This is who I am. So guess what? As a military instructor, guess what I do? I teach people. There's no referral code there. As an IT professional, guess what? I fix computers. I fix networks. No referral code there. Human resources. I make sure soldiers get paid. I make sure their families, which you may even be a family member of a military person. I don't know. I make sure they get paid. I make sure their families are taken care of. I make sure that they have the tools to do what they need to do. And overall, being a first sergeant, all that equals the same thing. There's no referral code, Steve. Okay? I just like helping people. So if you want to question my motives, know who I am first. Know what I'm about first. Don't question somebody's motives when you have none of those details. It makes you look silly. It really does. And you may be the most professional person at your job, but you didn't look so well on Facebook this morning. So I just wanted to post this because I felt some kind of way about it, but I'm not angry. So don't get it twisted. When I say Coolbmoredriver, Coolbmoredriver. Bam, that's it. But you don't question people. All right, especially when you don't know them. Now, if you and I have been friends for 25 years and you came up and you asked me that question, it might have went a different way. But we only know each other and we don't know each other. We've only interacted with each other twice because you've done this before in the past, Steve. You asked me something and you questioned a motive of mine in the past. So let me answer this question again. If I didn't have a referral code for these ride shares, would I still post videos? Would I still put up a website? Would I still help people out? The answer is yes. Too easy to do. It's too easy to give information out to people. Information is free, right? It's too easy. It's too easy to say, hey, here's a promo code. This is how it works. Okay. It would have been different if the promo code only benefited me, but the promo code benefits the individual too. Now, I don't know, Mr. Steve, if you have ever driven rideshare, or are you just trolling, or is it just me? I have no idea. Honestly, I don't care. But you would know this if you asked more questions related to the business instead of trolling people, or instead of trying to make someone feel bad that they're helping, because I'm not going to feel bad. All right, the young lady responded to me via messaging saying, hey, no hard feelings. She was the only one I was worried about. Okay, I just wanted to help her. There was another gentleman, again, like I stated earlier in this video, that he asked the question, like, how does this help? I gave him the information. Now, I don't know if the gentleman is at work or whatever, but he never responded back. Maybe he got the answer that he needed. Boom. Maybe he's tried the program. I don't know. But let me tell you this, okay? There are so many drivers out there using the Maestro Driver program. And I've been to BWY TNC lot, and I hear a lot of drivers talking about Maestro Driver. I hear some drivers that don't know about it. So I give it out. If they have an Android, I give it out, and I give them a promo code. They turn around and do the same thing. They know this. Okay? Uber, Lyft, Maestro Driver, Juno, Via, all those drivers, Userve, all those drivers have promo codes. It's almost the same as like those internet pyramid schemes, but the difference is none of these are schemes. These are straight up, hey, look, if you do this, you get this. And in turn, I get the same thing, or I get an incentive and you get an incentive. We're helping one another, okay? If I can give somebody a promo code that says, hey, if you do 30 rides in 30 days, or you do 60 rides in 30 days, and we're going to give you another $230 on top of those 60 rides that you made, I would be doing the person an injustice by not telling them that. That's the same thing as when I used to work at Best Buy, and customers would come in and an employee would get in trouble for not telling the customer what the promotions are. It's the same thing. No difference. So, ladies and gentlemen, I just had to post that. Again, shouts out to all those who are supporting me. I appreciate it. I've only been on YouTube for maybe a week and a half, and I'm already a quarter of a way to my goal of 100 subscribers. It's mind blowing, right? Thank you, everybody. Thank you, Mr. Steve, for even giving me this ammunition to post this. I am the CoolB'more driver. I'm going to post all my promo codes. I'm going to post my websites, my YouTube channel, everything. My email address. If you have any questions, feel free to ask. If I don't have the answer, hey, I've got other rideshare partners I can ask those questions to. Or I'll do the research and I'll get right back with you, because that's just the kind of person that I am. I like helping people. Hey, everybody, have a great day. Be safe out there. I know there's a whole bunch of new drivers out there. Be safe and welcome to the rideshare program. CoolB'more driver out of here. Peace and happiness.